Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Bobcats will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down, here comes this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Commodores are rolling down the field. The option look. Now the toss. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Pavia. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Commodores get enough for the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Off play action. A strike downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. You play man or you play zone. They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And had a really good job on the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Bobcats will have it first and 10. Motion from the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fox. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's first and 10 from the 13. The give to the back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Let's it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The 18 unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. There's nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Texas State. The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Direct snap. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. He wants to take the top off. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On the ground, it's Alexander. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And now on second down for this offense. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it again. And the third down pass is incomplete. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He leaves it with his back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the pitch. Looking for room at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Third and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
Moving to running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it. Touchdown, Texas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
14. And he's going to run it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Commodores! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Pavia. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Scrambling away. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Bobcats in the hurry up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Lets it fly. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Bobcats are marching down the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The aerial assault continues. Throwing right. He makes a catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And your defense is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On the option. And the ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Marked down at the 25-yard line. And the Commodores take over 1st and 10. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas State.
First down to start the drive after the break.
21.
They'll give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them more dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Doors! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're just about ready to kick it away. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's McLeod. Deep. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick throw in this game.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. You know, the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas State. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. He tries to take the top off. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
it doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking to pass. It's McLeod. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And the stomping has commenced.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28.
Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just hit. Drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Bruins want to move quickly. On the option. Now the toss. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins! Two two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll run the option. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
That is the score. UCLA 6, USC 0.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it looking for a first. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking to scramble. It's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
You talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. As this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive, they've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air. It's Garbers. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Goes to the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the ground with the bat. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Back to pass, it's Garbers. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's right on target. Tackle is made after the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
USC 7, UCLA 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Run it with the fullback. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Give to the fullback. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. The Trojans get it past the sticks.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Using his feet to buy time. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those, well, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no, that was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Makes the grab on the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Sends it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. On the option. And he could not get loose on the run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And the Bruins get enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The option look. Quick toss. And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Quarterback part of their running game. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum, that would have been the way to do it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Give to the back.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Bounced right back to them. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. They'll try it on the ground. And the Trojans have enough for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in the elevator and lose to these guys. He's that kind of quick.
And they tacked on the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Go straight ahead. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Unloads it left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Now on the move. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the Trojans in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to scramble. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UCLA.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the fourth. I don't know about this decision. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air, it's Gordon. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Touchdown, UCLA! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Pushes ahead. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, USC. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He wants to throw it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
No good. The score remains tied.
I don't know about this decision. Tie game, fourth quarter. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Through the air, it's Gordon. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive game.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between them.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on second and goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Bruins! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This quarterback makes very good decisions, not just when it comes to throwing the football, but in the option game as well. Knowing when to hand it off to the fullback, knowing when to pitch it, or when to keep it yourself. He showed you that there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Trying to pound it in. He gets it into the end zone, and the two-point conversion extends this lead to 8. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Hudson. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide out in motion. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Buys a little extra time. Stop short of the marker. Hey, stop for this deep. Get the ball back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for his man. And his throw is incomplete. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. The give to the right. He's in open space downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a lift. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. When you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game, the offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll go to the fullback. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll run it. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws to the back. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.